What's that?
Allspice is the spice that is PLO.
That is.
Because you have to play all your hands. And that's it. That's the logic. That's it. You guys lose.
Hey, Jason says, thanks for the mention of Texas Street Cards. We appreciate y'all. Love some Texas Hold'em. Hell yeah. Some pretty badass machines there, man. I would check it out.
We see Captain not afraid to get in there with a Jack 9 offsuit.
Jedi Master says, speak up, Steamdola. You guys can hear Steamdola, right? I'm not shouting into the abyss.
I think I was using like golf announcing voice while you were talking at a higher volume just for contrast. I was trying to set up the contrast.
All right, so we had a raise up here by J-Stack, Rory, El Capitan. Let's go.
Was there a straddle?
Yeah, there was like
How
a
much
15.
was it?
There was like 15.
It was 15? Yeah.
It was either 12 or 15. So.
I saw a big, oh, it was the 15.
So J-Stack had queens. Now he's got jacks here with the overpair. El Capitan here with a gutter ball.
He's probably not going anywhere with a gut shot. We know how he is.
Pretty nice size pot then, but it's here for the action, boys. Lou says, I'm seriously considering moving to Texas. I think that there's starting to become a sentiment as to like, you know what, I'm going to do it.
10? Oh, it does come in.
Oh, that's so
My
funny.
goodness. He might get some revenge here. J-Stack does not like that by his body language. Oh, and did J-Stack shove?
Yeah, J-Stack shove and he got called. So.
Snap call. So,
snap.
Drawn to a chop. Doesn't get there.
No, there is sometimes no justice in the poker world, but it is.
Yeah, you got to know.
You can hit your hand. Sometimes you get paid off here in that spot.
Yep. And one thing when you're playing against someone like him, again, you got to think a little different. He's going to have more hands than most people in those spots. So you have to tread a little lightly.
Lewis says, hate the $10 an hour thing. That must has to be bad. No. There's tons of evidence to the contrary.
It's definitely much better, especially if you're playing 1-3. If you're playing 1-3, it's like the best value you can possibly get. Where the rake would be in like a game that plays like a 2-5 game or even like a 5-10 game almost. You're paying like a quarter of the rake than you would in a casino. He's in for 16. Carolyn coming in hot with all the knowledge.
You need to be like that voice that when you used to hear AM radio, like the producer that does have like a mic that chimes in every once in a while, like the shit talk. And
yeah, that would be
like we gotta get Carolyn a mic for this, just to pop in with facts every now and again. But
yeah, she's definitely the fact checker of the
official fact
TCH.
checker of TCH Live.
All right, we got a couple of big hands. Aaron waking up with queens. Darren opening with jacks. Ace-10 caught in the middle. See if Darren see how he elects to do. There's a pretty big size there from Aaron, so he's probably just going to call it up. Queens versus Jacks, who you got?
Oh, boy. I think I'm going to have to go with just be old-fashioned and go with the
Let me not get ahead of myself. Colby's got his, okay, I thought he had his 4-bet brain turning there for a second.
The hand that went out on was hilarious. I was behind him.
All right, off we go. Jacks versus Queens. 6-side flop. This could be disaster
That
here.
is not what it, Darren, well, it's what he wanted to see, but at the same time, he's like, oh, no, I can't get away.
It's going to be tough. I mean, this is a perfect spot here for Aaron. Let's see what sizing he chooses here on the flops he gets checked to.
175, wow, pretty big. And that's fine.
Get Darren bombing here. Is this a bombing candidate?
No, it's just a call. I mean, you're either behind or you're continuing against his bluffing of like ace queen, ace jack, or you block ace king, all those hands. And sometimes you're beating 9s and 10s. So you're really just doing a bunch of calling here.
Aaron here with the queen of clubs.
Yeah, that would
have.
have.
That takes a jack of clubs out, right?
Did he just lead out?
Yeah, he wanted to go ahead and lead out. Going to jam for all the remaining part of the stack.
That was really unnecessary. Yeah,
Not necessarily a punt, but
maybe if he had the club, it would have made sense, but he didn't have it.
And this is, this is an example of, I think, of a hand where the board texture makes overpair so dangerous in that spot that anybody who does play a big pot with you run into that cooler situation. I need to get some sleep here some of these days, Team Dolas. I've not been going to sleep before 6 a.m.
No, I never do either, so that's why I drink espresso.
Way over-caffeinated.
Extra caffeine.
Extra caffeinated does. We should go get some of that. Maybe I should go get some of that espresso warm up.
Oh, and captain in the big blind with a bunch of hands in there, wakes up with the kings.
Yeah, it's been a good night here for him. He's not brought back any liquor for us, so I'm kind of disappointed.
Ooh, very small size. You got a $25 raise and a bunch of people in it. You want to probably looking to make that about 150 or more. Maybe 170 is reasonable. You're going to get a waterfall of calls here.
Yeah, everybody's going to play this.
Bingo, yeah. It's going to be hard.
J-Stack might come along. He's definitely going to call here with ace-10, but...
No, yeah, J-Stack's not folding because he's going to be completing the action. There's just no way he's folding. Yeah, 4 is getting a great price to set mine here. You have to talk to him about that one. I'm like, listen, man.
Hey, man.
Getting a little bigger.
Size up. We got 400 here in the
Oh, 4 in the window.
Right in the window. Jacob here with a set of 4s.
And, not much else. Backdoor, straight draw, flush draw for the Jack 10 suited, but you can't really take a stab at a 5-way flop.
Spades,
well, what do I know? Because he's going to take a stab at it.
Gonna try, though.
Bet of 200. Jacob is...
Clicking his chops, sir.
He's I don't even know what he's doing, but he's doing something. He's dancing. He's celebrating.
Running around in circles inside his mind.
It's a tricky spot. Here. To know what to... I think a flatting would be pretty reasonable.
This is a weird spot here for El Capitan. Or El Captain. We've been El Capitan in the last stream.
And
now he's
all
going
in.
to jam over the top of it, and this will be a disaster here for the captain.
Did he not just snap call? What's going on?
I think he's going to take a moment to not think it's maybe.
He loses to one hand only.
But yeah. It's like you're just. You're like, okay, I can't beat that. But
yeah. He should have threw his chips in faster than Flash Gordon.
I mean, maybe the worst case scenario is up against like Ace Queen of Hearts, which is.
But you're still.
Yeah, you're still way ahead, obviously. But
you're still trying to get your chips.
It's the one you're like, I would rather have my opponent there with kings, where not much of a chance for equity.
And he makes.
Floor's full there for Jacob. It's going to double up.
They did it twice.
Board. See if he survives the second. They're going to run it twice and going to scoop them both. Scoop City here for Jacob.
Nice hand, and that could have probably been avoided by a larger sizing there from El Capitan preflop.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to Jacob, like when it goes bet 200, raise like 400, and then jam over the top, like you might pause for a second just to like kind of make it.
He put in half his stack already, and then he gets.
I know you.
He gets jammed in with second set.
I'm not gonna fault the guy for not just like instantly shoving because.
Well, I would have did the Phil. That was one of those spots where I would did the Phil Hellmuth thing where you like shove your chips in the middle, like I have the
just
nuts.
Doing that, like, but it's.
I mean, that's fine. Everyone can do their own
You're
thing.
going to find the call, so it's not obviously like a slow roll or anything, but
No, but
it's
I mean,
just like okay, yeah.
if I'm captain and that's how he called, I think I'm good with kings.
Yep.
But and he turned over a set. I'm like, wait, what? What happened? He took like 8 seconds.